Well, hello and welcome. I want to thank everyone who has gotten on and to all of you who are going to listen to the recording. I wanted to say thank you so much and welcome. We are so grateful for all of you who have chosen to trust us on your health and happiness journey. We do not take it lightly. We know what a big deal it is when you're deciding to make changes in your health, to really step out and purchase and trust the person that you joined in this adventure. So I am Marielle Tate. I have been with Plexus for almost 4 years now, which is super exciting. And it's only gotten better and better and better. And just to share a little bit about my story, I'm a pastor's wife. I've worked part-time as an OB nurse. I homeschool 4 kids. I have my lovely assistant here. We have 3 boys and 1 girl. And I grew up overweight my whole life. When I was 10 years old, I was in the 140s. I was the girl who was made fun of. I had chronic headaches starting at like, I don't even remember, 10 or 8 or something crazy, migraines. I had constipation. And so that was my whole story. Then in high school, I learned to count calories and run, lost weight, but then I got married and had 3 kids in 4 years. And at 5'4", blew up to 250 pounds. And did a crash diet to lose weight, only to gain most of it back. And then after I had my daughter, I was still having headaches, severely constipated. I had worked hard to lose some weight, but had totally plateaued. And my friend, really not even a friend, an acquaintance, reached out to me and really felt like this would help me as it helped her. She's an OB nurse too. And after 3 months of thinking about it, because of a $15 rebate, I said yes and tried it. And I will be honest, my first 2 months, she was not super consistent in following up with me. So I was not super consistent in taking my products. I didn't know the importance that this wasn't really a diet drink, that it was healing my body. And so that's why I'm super passionate to help people get started and to get started rightly, because it will change everything. But by the end of the 2 months, I was going to the bathroom every day, which if you've ever been constipated, your whole life especially, that is a glorious and thankful feeling. I used to get super bloated after eating, especially like dairy and certain things. Um, and I realized I always got a migraine with my cycle. And I realized after that second month, I was like, I didn't get a migraine this month. I was like, oh my goodness. So that is my little story. And so I also took advantage of Plexus has an awesome, awesome opportunity for every customer to never have to pay for their products, which I'm super passionate about. And I know most of my girls who have helped you are also passionate about it because we're all busy mom, busy women, and there's a lot of things going out in our budget, especially because eggs cost $100 right now. Anyone else feel like, can I just go to the grocery store and not feel like someone put a gun to my head and robbed me? Like Tom Thumb, which is like a jewel here in Texas. I'm from Chicago, originally a Publix in Florida. Like like $100 and I got like the top cart filled and a little bit on the bottom. I'm like, what just happened? How did I do that? And so when I first ordered, actually, to be transparent, from like a stranger. And then Krista Deer, who I'm under now, I got to meet her in person. And a really neat story, just hearing her heart. And I actually then had my husband order under her. So long story. And when he did, after I'd already been on the products from, this was September, I started in May, I knew I felt really good. And when I heard her heart as a business and to help women, I was like, I just knew the Holy Spirit nudged my heart that I need to be a part of that. So she really quickly was like, hey, they had a special that month. If you refer 4 people, you make $400. And she was like, if you can think of 4 accountability partners to do this with, you will be 87% more likely to be successful and you'll have 3 months of products paid for. And so I didn't even make a Facebook post. I just reached out and asked them to join me and to join me as accountability partners, that there's a 60-day money back guarantee. So if they didn't love it and it didn't change their life, they don't lose anything. And I just asked them if they'd support me and join me and do this with me. All 4 ordered. And the four of them, three of the four ordered, still order 3.5 years later, and all four ordered for months and months. So not only was I blessed financially, but the most important thing was I stuck with it because I had friends to do it with. But all of them had super cool testimonies. One of them being my mom, who it's 4 years now. She still orders every month. She weighs the same thing she weighed as when she got pregnant with me 43 years ago for her first time. She was on three blood pressure meds. Now she's on one. So I think she's down like 45 pounds. She's on one blood pressure medicine and she had horrible knees from being very overweight her whole life. Her pain is radically reduced. She sleeps so good. So just really cool way that I started that I think is such an option for so many of us busy women, because we want to be successful and we want you to be successful. None of us want you just to order one time, kind of dibble dabble and take it, and that's it. I don't want you to waste your money. I want your life to change. We're grateful you trusted us and we want to see your life changed. So before I ask questions and see what questions you have, I just want to give you a few tips of advice of things that will help make your plexus journey successful. The first thing is number one, to be consistent. I was not consistent my first month or two because I was kind of doing it alone. I ordered from a stranger at first, right? And I didn't know the importance of healing your gut. Your cells, even though I'm a registered nurse, we're taught medicine, right? We're not taught holistic health, which is very sad because holistic health actually heals you. Medicines just put a band-aid on it, right? And so we're here to heal your body to the way God intended it to be. So one, consistency is everything. What I noticed that helped me, I literally set an alarm on my phone for 10 a.m. to drink my Slim. It went off every day, 10 a.m., drink Slim. And after like 3 weeks, I didn't have to think about it. I automatically, at about that time, drank it at 10 a.m. I used to take Synthroid, which is a thyroid medicine. So the Slim doesn't interact with anything. It's plant-based natural. However, it has chromium. So people know who are on a thyroid medicine that they can't take chromium or iron for 4 hours. So I would have to wait till 10 a.m. I no longer take my Synthroid because my levels are all normal because your gut health and your thyroid go hand in hand. So I now just take a supplement from the health food store for my thyroid, and my levels for 2 years now have been perfectly normal after being on Synthroid for my oldest is my middle 12 years. So that's amazing. So I set my alarm for 10 a.m. I still take it mid-morning. And the other thing that helped me tremendously was you always want to take your ProBio 5 before bed. It's super duper important. And the Bio Cleanse, if you ordered the basic triplex slim probiotic Bio Cleanse, Bio Cleanse is any time of the day without food. A lot of people will like it first thing in the morning, or you can take it before bed. It doesn't matter. Or if you're in the middle of the day, you like to take it without food, that's fine too. ProBio 5 is super duper important to take before bed. So on my nightstand over my Bible, right? We all have, who has a phone charger next to their bed? Everybody, pretty much. My ProBio 5 is sitting literally on my Bible because I read my Bible before bed most nights. I read it in the morning, but I like to just do a little fresher upper before bed. So the last thing I read is the Word of God. And so on my nightstand is books, my ProBio 5 on my Bible, and my phone charger. Because you know I'm not going to forget to plug my phone in the charger. So your ProBio 5, that's my recommendation. Put it right there. And if it's easier for you to just take the Bio Cleanse with it so you don't forget, put it right there. So that is the number one thing, is consistency. The second thing that's really going to help you is getting one accountability partner. It is proven that you will be 87% more likely if you just grab one person to do this with you, just one person. And Plexus is so awesome. There's no signing up to sell. There's no kits. Literally order your products. You have a free referral link. You can choose product credit, which is only $16, or $40 in cash. I mean, I'm like up here. Why not choose $40 in cash? I don't know why you want product credit, but if you just want product credit, you can get product credit. There's no gimmicks or games. It's $40 for one referral, about, depending on what they order. You get 20% of it the next week, and then another bonus at the end of the month. But if you grab just two more people after that one, so three total on a 100 PV order, which is a slim and any product or your triplex, Plexus is going to give you about $350. That's more than their product. And I remember when I did that, I was like, Plex, this is kind of crazy, y'all. I referred 4 people in 2 days by sending a text message. I need to turn my watch off. This is Gretzy. Um, uh, I was like, why are they doing this? They're paying me as much as these people paid for the products. Like mostly every one friend got, they all spent a little over 100. And I'm like, why are they giving me $400? That's about how much these people ordered. Then I got it because they all ordered for months and months and months for years. So yes, they gave me $400 for those 4 referrals, but they ordered for 3 years. So not only did I pay that once, I got paid every month. And I stuck with it, they stuck with it. So that's my other bit of recommendation for you. The other thing I really want to go over is detox. So Gretzy was one of my first customers. In September, I started. She started in November and she had awful detox. Well, I was brand new. I didn't have detox. So I knew nothing of detox, but thank God I'm directly under Krista Deary, who's amazing. If you're not in Team Revive, make sure we add you to that. And Gretzy had scoliosis. She had chronic headaches. She had pain and she had migraines. Was it like every week, Gretzy, since she was a little girl? And so she had some detox because one, we didn't gradually go into her products. She just started on everything. Day one, took 2 Pro Bio 5, 2 Bio Cleanse, Slim. And so she was getting headaches and bloating and feeling terrible because all those toxins were breaking down. But Krista was so knowledgeable that she taught us how to go through the detox. And so the number one thing is start slowly on your products. Be consistent, but slowly. And if you have started and you started everything, you're fine, great. If you haven't, you need help slowly adding in. The most important thing is do your slim every day. Start with the bio cleanse and your Probio 5. You want to wait to start that till 5 or 7 days when you're moving your bowels every day. You're not having bloating and you're not having a dull headache. And you're only going to start with one Probio 5. So that's the biggest thing. And if you experience detox, headaches, bloating, changing your bowels is actually a really good thing. It doesn't feel good, but it's good because it means the toxins are breaking down. And if you want your body to change, we got to get the toxins out to feel better. So if you experience any detox, reach out to me right away, the same way Gretzy did with Krista, and I'll walk you through it. So that's just a little bit in getting started. And I want to encourage you. Give it 90 days. Your cells take 90 days to rejuvenate. I did not notice. It took me, I was losing inches before I was losing pounds on the scale because your body wants to heal itself before it's going to drop weight. And Gretzy will testify to this too. Gretzy has a before and after picture, I think, where your weight was the same, right, Gretzy? But she was so much thinner because she lost so much inflammation. My greatest recommendation is don't get on the scale the first month. Say, I'm healing my body. My goal is to, when I'm not so hungry, if I'm on the slim hunger control, to not eat as much. The slim microbiome will also curb your sugar cravings. Both will curb sugar cravings. If I'm not craving sweets, let me not eat sweets. Let me drink lots of water. Try not to have any diet sugar like sucralose, stevia, monk fruit, fine. But sucralose, any of those crystal lights, any of those things are terrible for your gut microbiome. So make your goal to, as you feel better, to do better. You don't need to crash diet with this, right? But as you're not craving sugar, don't eat as much sugar. If you're not hungry, stop yourself and ask the Lord to help you. So you're going to actually heal your body and make changes and feel better. So that is my little tips in getting started. We're super grateful that you joined us. If you have any questions, I'd like to answer some questions. Does anyone have questions or want to share what they ordered when they started? Willie, I don't know if you want to share, or Nancy, I know Nancy's got her son, so it's okay, Nancy. You don't have to. Willie, what did you get started on?
I'll share. I did the detox, so the
3 day reset?
the 3 day reset,
How'd it go?
and um it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, and it made me realize that I eat way too much because I was drinking broth and a soup and a protein shake and one little bar, and I was fine
Yeah,
through the day.
yeah.
The active made me very awake.
Yeah, isn't it great? I love it.
One day I didn't even take it because I didn't finish a drink one half of it like the day before, so I just drank that instead, and I just saved it for another day. But I, it was very eye opening. It was literally, I've been dealing with. My mom passed away almost 9 years ago, and I've been dealing with grief and a little bit of depression, and I
Yeah.
literally had like just eye opening. Like I was texting Holly, and I was just like, I am cleaning my bathroom, and I was supposed to do that like 2 weeks ago and hadn't done it because it's just something I wasn't doing. I was just going and getting in the bed, and it was
Yeah.
just I was like, oh my goodness, I'm like, and then my brain was just so much clear, like
Yes.
so clear as to
Yes.
like, okay, instead of trying to say, okay, do this and this, here are like little baby steps you can do to get there. Things I have been trying to work on for forever.
Yep.
And it was just in 3 days, just getting that awful stuff out of my body.
That's awesome.
It just clicked, and it was, and I did have a little setback. It was, I went out of town right after, and then it was of course the holiday, but I still, within that, I was like getting way fuller than I had normally been, and I was like, oh
Awesome.
goodness. Like I ordered dinner, and I couldn't even eat half of it, and I was like, what's going on? I'm usually
Yeah.
eating mine and whatever's left for my babies. I have twin daughters,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, and that's part of my issue. Well, for a little while, it was I
Yeah.
had them. I gained 80 pounds, and I got pregnant with them, and I just still haven't ever been able to get that off in 12 years. So just always up and down. I know what it takes, so it's like, but this just the reset really helped me, just like
Yeah.
in a mindset of like understanding like you can do this. You don't
Yeah.
need to eat all that food.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
if you are going to eat, like one slice of pizza or two slices of pizza versus five is sufficient. So it's very eye opening. And then today I started the other ones that you were mentioning,
The
the
slim. Okay.
the
Yeah. And
slim.
and start with just Slim and Bio Cleanse. Wait on the
Yeah,
Probio 5.
yeah,
Wait.
those
And
three.
yeah. So
Oh, you
just
said wait.
wait. Uh-huh. Yep. It
I,
start
which is the one that's supposed to do at night?
Probio 5.
Okay, so wait on that. You saying?
Wait, yep. Start on just
Okay.
a Slim and one or two Bio Cleanse, depending on how you move your bowels. If you already move your bowels super well, just
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
If you don't do well, start at two. And the Bio Cleanse, you go up. You can go up in a couple days to two, but give yourself 3 or 4 days. You did the reset, so that helps. But the ProBio 5, it really breaks down candida. And have you ever seen like yeast in a glass jar, when it ferments, it bubbles up, and it's so the ProBio 5 is going to break down all the yeast in your gut. So if you started with everything else, you might get a dull headache and bloating to start. And so just to
Okay.
make you more comfortable, and so you're not like, oh, this is like an allergic reaction. It's not. It's not. But we don't want to overload your system. So give yourself at least 3 to 5 days before starting the
Okay.
ProBio 5.
Oh, I'm glad I got on this call because I was gonna
Yeah.
take it tonight.
Yeah. So just wait. Bio cleanse you can take in the morning or at night, whatever works. Start with one. And sometimes everyone's different. Some people,
Yeah,
the same drink makes them move their bowels more. Sometimes it makes them get more constipated when they never had that problem, because everyone responds differently to toxins breaking down. So
yeah.
I have my cell phone, so you can just text me any way you're feeling any day and be like,
Yeah,
I'm
I was a normal goer, and then the reset, I was like, I haven't gone, but it was because I wasn't eating anything
yeah,
really.
that's it too.
So I
You don't
figured
eat
that
for
out,
three
but
days.
yeah.
hmm Yeah, some people go just liquid because you're only having liquid for 3 days, and some don't go because you're not having food.
Yeah,
So yeah, start with one bio cleanse, and if in 2 or 3 days, because you want to eliminate. That's what gets our toxins out. And the other thing is lots of water,
yeah,
because that's going to pull all the toxins out too. So no, these first 2 weeks, don't get on the scale. Just do your best to take your stuff. Did you get the
yeah.
microbiome for a slim or the hunger control? You probably got microbiome. Holly likes microbiome.
I think microbiome. It's like in a pinkish packet,
Yeah, that's
like a
micro. Okay,
room. Yeah,
yeah. So that'll be
I
good.
did that today.
How'd you feel?
And
Good?
yeah, I feel awesome. I actually, because I know. also like intermittent fasting helps too. So
Mhm.
I've been just doing both of those.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
um I took that and then I was fine. I had a session. I'm a coach and I did a one-on-one session this morning,
Mhm.
worked through that, then took that, then ate a little bit. I didn't even eat a whole bunch. And then I took my bio cleanse, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm good. And I had a basketball practice tonight as well. I'm at a practice now.
Oh, Clarissa plays basketball too. Y'all can be friends. Y'all need to
Yeah.
find each other on Facebook.
Yeah. My girls play and I coach them.
That's
They they,
awesome.
they
Yeah, Clarissa
play.
played in college. She's her and her
Oh,
hubby.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girls' goal. I was just getting on to them today because they act like they don't want to practice. And I'm like, you gotta practice.
Yeah.
I got some tips and tricks for you, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all
Well,
make sure
And
you friend each other.
and then the other
yeah,
one's
and
mad at me now because I made her come to swim practice after basketball practice.
Oh,
Get over it.
there was one little trick that I wanted to share with you that was a lifesaver. It's so small, but when I first started, I would get the pills mixed up. And so with the BioCleanse and the ProBio 5, BioCleanse is white, so
yeah.
think of day, and then ProBio 5 is brown, so think nighttime.
That's
Okay.
actually, I'm gonna
Perfect.
remember
Yeah.
that, Clarissa.
That's
Yeah. I
what I
didn't
had to
even.
do to
I
remember the
just.
daggone pills because I
I
forget. I
had
would
to
get the
like.
names
I
mixed up, and I'm like,
force.
the white one or the brown one? White daytime, brown nighttime. Got it.
That's
Yeah,
actually
I
real
had to
helpful.
look at them like a couple times. I was like, "Is this the same thing? Did I get two of the same thing?" And I was like, "Okay, no. This says take at night. This says take
Yeah.
during the day." So,
Yeah. And the BioCleanse you can take first thing in the morning. I know it says to take during the day, but I actually think it works better. It's best without food. So like first thing in the morning
yeah.
works a lot. But in the middle of the day, as long as it's not with food, it doesn't matter. But it has magnesium and so it scrubs the stomach and I'm gonna stop recording so this is short for people, but